Howdy, folks. This is Larry with On the Roads Again, and I wanted to go over some more information related to the new eBay Markdown Manager rule. Number one, this little snippet was taken directly from the Summer Seller Update for where the rule was announced. Starting June 26th, now I can't tell if that's 26th or 25th, you must list your items for 14 calendar days at the same price before you can create a markdown sales event with Promotions Manager. Now, initially, that sounded pretty straightforward, I believe. I believe that the great majority of people interpreted that, and it may be wrongfully so, but they interpreted that to be, if I list a new item on eBay, I cannot put it on sale for 14 days. Well, that's true. That is a fact. However, there were some fallout, what I call fallout rules, based around that announcement. Okay, some notable things that came from that. Number one, basically, if you run a 3-day, 7-day, or 10-day listing, you will not be able to use Markdown Promotions Manager. In other words, you will not be able to run a sale. The item has not been listed at least 14 days. Now, here's something else, and I'll probably say this multiple times. Remember, if you change the price, the clock starts over. In other words, I list an item, $24.99, and I'm like, after 3 or 4 days, I decide, you know what, I think that may be worth a little more. I've had a couple of quick offers on it, blah. I'm going to put it at $32.99. Well, the moment you make that price change, the clock starts over for you being able to include that item in a sale. Number two, if your item expires and you relist it, you will not be able to put the item on sale, regardless of how long it was already listed on eBay. You will not be able to put it back into an existing sale. So let's say you were either about to start a sale or already had a sale, the item expires. In the past, we would relist it and then add it back to our existing sale, because when it expired, it was on sale. Okay, now I assume if you use good till canceled, this won't affect you. Okay. Number three, if you list a new item on eBay, you will not be able to add it to an existing sale. I think that's what everybody believed was the original thought of the rule. But there's been all these sort of what I'm calling fallout rules. The first two I just showed being related to the initial blurb. Number four, if you modify pricing on an item, you will have to wait 14 days from the time you modified that pricing up or down before you can add it to a sale. Be aware, if you find you might have mispriced an item prior to a sale, you are out of luck once you correct it. And number five, and I think this is the big one that people did not understand, and I didn't. A lot of this, when I initially read that, I didn't think about all this other side, these little side issues that this was going to cause. Once your sale ends, you have to wait 14 days before you can run another sale, because your item has to stay at regular price for 14 more days, right? Or at a price for 14 days straight. I just wanted to put this together and kind of show people, you know, hey, these are some other things. Number one, it's my belief that the update should have specifically covered these 5 items I have listed here. It should have told all sellers this, okay? I also believe eBay should have given people these kind of specific rules so people could have changed 7 and 10 day and 3 day listings over to 30-day listings, right? Or made sure they you know, had marked down all their pricing. I knew the rule was coming out, but the correlation for most of the people I've talked to between I'm not going to be able to list a new item and then put it on sale, and then I'm not going to be able to run a sale for 14 days, period, that correlation never came in. It's obviously dawned on everybody now that this is the way it is. And it is my belief that this promotions rule, yes, I believe it can affect all sellers. However, I believe it's going to be your highly competitive markets that are going to be affected. Your clothing sellers, your video game sellers, people that use promotions to create a sense of buying urgency from, from the buyer. The buyer sees, oh crap, this thing's going to only be on sale for 18 more hours. If I want it, I better buy it. And that is why it has affected sales. And I want to show you something. For the time of this listing, and I'm having to go and check in with another screen here, but from the 10th of June to the 25th of June, our gross sales were $1,450. And we actually moved 72 items in that 15-day span out of a store of basically around 360 or 70 items. And in the last 3 days since this promotion rule came into effect, we have sold 4 items for $62.44. So you can see this has had a dramatic impact on sales, and it is my belief that eBay should actually stop this rule right now. And what they should do is they should actually add this rule to the winter seller update or the fall seller update and say, starting January 1, this rule will take effect. And this is all of the things that will be affected by this rule, okay? In other words, my item expired. I have to relist it. Now I can't add it back to my sale. They need to, something this big, they need to specifically address things like that. It should be like a bullet point of things that need to be addressed that this one rule is going to affect. Okay? I can just tell you right now, just based on the fact that me and Debbie started selling on volume and where we was headed, this rule, if I just extrapolate our sales out, and this is the slow time of the year, This rule may end up costing us about 15 to 20,000 bucks profit in 1 year. No kidding. That is literally what it looks like when I extrapolate out the sales that we had been having since we decided to start selling on volume. That's not even including how much sales go up December 1st till Christmas. Okay, which was basically double any other month we had until this month. Anyway, if you like our videos, like and subscribe to On the Roads Again. And everybody, good luck with the sales promotions. Thanks for watching.